Hello, in this video we're looking at identifying what the line of the equation is that goes through this point right here, 2 comma negative 2. But the catch is that it has to be perpendicular to this line. And this line here looks somewhat similar to what we've seen in the past. Normally we use it in slope-intercept form, and this is almost in that form. In order to be in slope-intercept form, it must be y equals this other portion. The problem is that I have this 2 here. So the first thing that I have to do with this is to get rid of this 2. So I've got 2 times y equals this. So the opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. And remember, as you're dividing both sides, well, 2 divided by 2, that just gives me y. But then over here, I've got 1 is in front of my x. So this would be 1/2 x. And then I have to divide this 14 by 2 as well. So here's my equation, okay? This is what this equation is in slope-intercept form. Now, I'm not looking for this equation. I want an equation of the line that is perpendicular to this equation. Now, what we need to understand with perpendicular lines is that their slopes are the negative reciprocal of one of the other. Now, that gets a little bit complex, but basically, I refer to it in class as the negative refliprical, and that's because we're just going to flip this around. We just go instead of 1/2, it's going to be 2 over 1. And we just change the sign. This one is positive, so it would be negative. Negative 2 over 1 is negative 2. Okay, so now that we know what the slope of the new line is going to be, we bring back in our slope-intercept form here. And all we're simply going to do is start plugging in what we know. Well, we know the slope, which is m in this case, is negative 2. Okay, and I got that right here. All right, and remember, we know that because it's the perpendicular, so it's the negative refliprical to this one here. And then now we already know what the x and the y value are, right? Our x is 2 and our y value is negative 2. So I'm going to plug that in for my x and y right here. And what we're identifying is b. Once we know what b is, we know what the equation of the line is. All right, so now I'm just going to simplify it a little bit further. Negative 2 times positive 2 is going to be a negative 4. I'm solving it for b, so that means I need to add 4 to both sides. I identify that b equals 2. Well, now that I know what m equals and I know what b equals, I can write my equation, right? This is our equation up here, y equals mx plus b. We've identified m and we've identified b, so now we can just simply write our equation, right? Our m is negative 2, y equals negative 2, and then our b we just identified is 2. So the equation of the line that runs through these 2 points and is perpendicular to this line would be y equals negative 2x plus 2.